Welcome to Pasco County Schools iClean hose training video. This video will show you the proper use and care of the hose machine. Refer to your training manual for PPE and safety procedures. There are two types of material we use with the hose machine. The Hose SJ, which is a white material that looks like ground up sponges. This material is used when cleaning the carpet to remove stains. Then you have the Hose Dry. This is a brown material which resembles sawdust. This material is used when cleaning your tile and grout. Never use the Hose SJ on tile and grout. Both of these materials are available in 12-pound buckets or 2-pound bags. When using the material from the 2-pound bag, make sure you push the air out of the bag and seal it up when done using it so it does not dry out. There are three types of brushes we use with the hose machine. The red brushes, which are for tile and grout. The black and white or zebra brushes, which are used with the Hose SJ material for cleaning carpets. And the white brushes, which are used for daily vacuuming. Checking the machine before use. Start by checking the filters. Lower your handle and unlock the top of the unit. Give it a slight shake. If the black foam filter falls out, it is time to replace that filter. Underneath the black foam filter, you have a white felt filter. If you've noticed, we've marked it with an X and also wrote this side up. Hold the filter to the light. If you do not see the shadow of your hand behind it, it is time to replace that filter. Replace the filters in the correct orientation, with the X you marked on it facing up. Check the bottom two filters. You have a black filter and a red filter. Check to make sure these are clean and have no tears in them. The red filter goes down first, followed by the black filter. They should fit flush with the top of the unit. If they sit slightly above, you either have them in the wrong orientation or not seated together properly. Reassemble the top of the unit. Check the plug-in for any loose or missing prongs. Also check your power cord for any cuts or exposed wire. If either of these have any damage, cut the plug end off, take the machine out of service immediately, and notify your supervisor of repairs. Next, check the switches. Turn the brushes on to verify that the switch works. Then check your vacuum switch. Check the indicator light. If this comes on, that means that you have a blockage in the system somewhere. Check the 90-degree elbow that it is free of debris and is not clogged. Also check the bottom hose connection at the other 90 for debris and a clog as well. Check the hopper to verify it is empty and ready to use. To drive the machine off the caddy, unlock the bottom of the caddy. If these levers are difficult to move, you may need to grease them. Adjust your handle to a comfortable position. Turn on your brushes. Support the back of the caddy with your foot. Push forward on the handle while moving it side to side and it will come off the caddy. Shut your brushes off and lay the machine on its side. Check that the vacuum shoe is clean and free of obstructions. Raise the machine back onto its brushes, turn on the brushes and the vacuum, and check to see if the skirt needs to be adjusted. It should ride right on top of the carpet. If it is too high, you will not have enough vacuum. If it is too low, it will wear out prematurely. To adjust the skirt, shut the brushes and vacuum off. Lay the machine on its side. Undo the Velcro, and if you need to raise the skirt, you put it back up higher on the Velcro strip or lower on the Velcro strip if you need to lower the skirt. you have to adjust each side individually. You should see about a 1/4 inch of brush showing below the skirt. You can use the machine by leaving the handles in the unlocked position so you can move it from side to side. You can also lock the handles into one position and walk either behind it or along the side of it. You can lock the handles into the upright position and hold it from one side and run the machine side to side in an arc. You can also grab the machine by the top and push it around as well. When vacuuming and pile lifting, you will want to run the side of the machine with a removable cover along your cabinets and along your walls. The brushes sit closest to this side of the machine. The gear side of the machine is approximately 1.5 to 2 inches away. If you run that side along the walls and along the cabinets, you will have a 1.5 to 2 inch area of carpet that did not get agitated to help remove the dirt. Vacuum in a north-south direction, followed by an east-west direction. Vacuum a small 4 foot by 4 foot section at a time. When you finish that section, move to another section and slightly overlap. Repeat this process throughout the room until the entire carpet is vacuumed. Once you have finished vacuuming, shut the machine off and check to see how much dirt you removed from the carpet. After 15 minutes of vacuuming, it's time to rotate the brushes. Start by laying the machine on its side and disconnecting its power source. Undo the Velcro skirt. Grab the D-ring, give it a 1/4 turn and pull straight up. Check the O-rings on the side cover to make sure they're in good condition, and also check the spindles for hair buildup. If you allow hair to build up around the bottom of the spindle, it will ruin the seal on the bearing and ruin the bearings. Notice that we have the same color up on both brushes. To rotate the brush, simply pull straight up, flip it over, and set it back down onto the spindle. Make sure the bristles are underneath the cover of the machine. You also want to check the bottom spindles for hair buildup at this time as well. When the black bristles become a 1/4 inch shorter than the white bristles, it is time to replace the zebra brushes. Grab the brush guard, being careful not to get poked by the edges. They can become very sharp running up against the brushes. Set your cover back in place. You may have to adjust the upper spindles to line up with the brushes. Once you get them lined up, keep your hand out of the way so you do not pinch it in the cover. Push the D-ring back down, give it a 1/4 turn, and reattach the Velcro skirt. Once you have rotated your brushes, you will want to clean your filters at this time as well. Remove the top cover, pull out the black foam filter, and vacuum off the side facing up. Now remove the white felt filter and vacuum it from the side facing up only. Never vacuum it from the reverse side. That will only pull the dirt deeper into the filter. Make sure you place it back in the correct orientation with the markings facing up. Now you want to remove the black filter and vacuum off from both sides. Be careful when vacuuming this filter off as not to ruin this silk screen. Never wash any of the filters on the hose machine. Vacuum them only. Washing them out will damage them. And now vacuum off the red filter. Vacuum any debris that may be sitting in the lid. Replace your filters in the proper orientation. Remember, if they do not sit flush, they are not in the correct orientation or they are not seated together properly. When you are ready to use the Host SJ, you need to flip the bucket upside down 15 minutes prior to using it so the chemical will redistribute through the bucket. To verify you have the dirt out of the carpet, you need to vacuum a 3x3 area for 3 minutes in all directions. Start with a clean hopper. You want to do this in several areas of the room. Start by a 3x3 area by the entry door, check the hopper, clean it, move to the center of the room, vacuum a 3x3 area, check your hopper, clean it out, and go to the back of the room and do a 3x3 area. If you have less than a shot glass of dirt in each of these individual areas, then you know you have removed sufficient amount of dirt to be able to use the Host SJ. When applying the Host SJ, you'll want to put down a good-sized baseball amount directly on the carpet. Do not sprinkle it down or spread it out, as this will allow the chemical to evaporate before you have time to work it into the carpet. One baseball-sized handful should be enough material to work a 3x3 area. To work the SJ into the carpet, stand your machine up, turn on the brushes only, and back over the pile and spread it out in a figure 8 motion. Once you have it spread out, you will work it in a north-south direction, followed by an east-west direction. Pay attention to the material. When it starts to change color and becomes fluffy, you will need to vacuum it up. Do not work it more than 2 times in each direction before vacuuming it up. Overworking the Host SJ may cause it to lock into the fibers of the carpet. If lock-in occurs, you have to either use a putty knife or a scraper and physically scrape it out of the carpet. Now that you've worked the SJ material into the carpet, you will need to turn your vacuum on and vacuum the material up. Do this in a north-south followed by an east-west direction. It is at this point you will see if you have lock-in. Lock-in will be noticed by the material stuck into the carpet that will not vacuum up. Continue this process throughout the carpet until the entire area has been completed. Slightly overlap each area you do. Never do more than 3 applications of Host SJ in a 24-hour period, or lock-in may occur. Once you have finished, remove your hopper and empty it. Once the entire carpet is finished, it is time to clean the machine. Lay it on its side and disconnect it from its power source. Now that you have finished cleaning the carpets, it is time to prepare the machine for storage. Start by cleaning the bottom of the machine. Just like before, undo the Velcro skirt, grab the D-ring, give it a quarter turn, and pull straight up on the cover. If the cover is difficult to remove, it is time to grease the O-rings. Check the cover for debris or hair around the spindles. Remove the hair from the spindles with a pick or a pair of needle nose pliers. Be careful not to damage the seals or the spindles. Lower the brush guard and remove the brushes. Pay attention to what color bristle is facing up. You can see here we have the black bristles up. You can use the brush to scrub the brush guard and the bottom of the machine to break loose any of the hose material that has stuck to it. Now that you have broken the material free, you can use a microfiber cloth and wipe out the bottom of the machine. Now that you've wiped the bottom of the machine out, use your backpack vacuum to suck up the debris. Be sure your backpack vacuum is laying on its side so it can breathe. Now that the bottom of the machine is clean, go ahead and reassemble it. It would be a good idea to rotate the brushes at this point so it is ready to go for the next use. To load the machine, stand it up, turn the brushes on, stand behind the caddy, grab with both hands, and pull up while pulling back. Shut your brushes off and lock it into the caddy. Now that the bottom of the unit is clean and it is locked into the caddy, we can clean the rest of the unit. Go ahead and unplug the unit and wrap up your power cord. It's a good idea to use a microfiber cloth to clean the power cord as you're wrapping it up. Now that your power cord is cleaned and wrapped up, unlock your handles, move it out of the way. Undo the top of the unit so you can access the filters to clean them. Just like we showed you before, vacuum off the black foam filter followed by the white felt filter. Remember to only vacuum it from one side only, the side that's facing up. Once you've vacuumed off the black foam filter and white felt filter, use a microfiber cloth and wipe out the top of the unit. Reassemble the filters in the proper orientation. White one first, with the markings facing up, followed by the black felt filter. Now you'll need to vacuum off the black and red silk filters. Just like we showed you before, remove them and gently vacuum them off from each side. Vacuum any debris from the lid. Reach down inside, grab the separator, and pull straight up to remove it. Vacuum off any debris you see in this area. Use a microfiber cloth to wipe the separator clean. Also wipe down inside the body of the unit, pushing any debris down into the hopper. Now that this area is clean, go ahead and reassemble the top of the unit. Remove the elbow and clean any debris that has caked up in there. We recommend using a spoon as not to gouge the surface of the elbow. You can also use a microfiber cloth to wipe it clean as well. Now check the bottom of the hose and the 90-degree connection down there. Clean that as well. Then reassemble your hose connections. Now you can remove the hopper, vacuum out any debris that is in the hopper, and wipe it clean with a microfiber cloth. Do not wash out the hopper with water. Only use a microfiber cleaning cloth. Now that the hopper is clean, use your microfiber cloth to wipe out the inside of the machine where the hopper sits. Reassemble the unit and put it away in storage. If you have any questions on this training video or need help with training at your facility, please contact your custodial services department.